Привет, comrades, Devcom here. And today I wanted to share with you something funny that happened. I think it's funny. I was insulted by it at first, but, whatever. Remy, stop. Sorry, Remy is being a little butt. Say hi, Remy. Okay. So, apparently, before I left for con, I had a complaint about me. I didn't know about this complaint, and I was only just recently told, because, I didn't come back. I only came back about a week ago. Still kind of late, but, whatever. So, the complaint was that I was too hard to understand, and that, she didn't want to deal with me, because she couldn't understand a word I was saying, and that the store needs to hire Americans. So, funny part of that is I am American, and also I was trying very hard to do my American accent, which, if you remember, my American accent is this. Now, I do pause a little more when I'm using this accent, and it does look like I'm thinking about certain words to make sure I say them correctly. So, maybe she thought English was my second language, but I was definitely using this accent, which kind of hits my throat to do. But yeah, I only use that accent when I'm at work, because, just plain simply, I don't want to deal with anyone complaining they can't understand me, which is, ironically enough, what just happened. So, I definitely could be understood, in my opinion, and I'm American, so, okay. But she said that, I was being very difficult with her, because, she's a teacher, or a retired teacher, and she knows how to deal with people, so she could clearly see that I was doing it incorrectly. Now, I kind of remember this situation. There was a lady who barged into the store, pushed past everyone to get to the register, because there was a pretty long line. Like, she literally just walked in, and said, "Why don't you guys sell coffee?" And, I mean, she hadn't even been there for 2 seconds, so how could she have known if we sold coffee? And also, we do, so why does she claim we don't? So I said, "Yes, ma'am, we do. It's on the very first aisle, right next to the soda." Like, I was very descriptive about it. And, she just turns around, and then turned back and said, "There's none here." She didn't leave the register, so clearly, she hadn't gone to the first aisle. And I pointed this out, I was like, "Ma'am, it's the very first aisle right over there." And then she walked around the register to the other side, said, "There's none there. Why won't you show me where it is? Why won't you tell me where it is?" And by this point, I have a line, obviously. Like, I'm trying to check people out, and she's just being crazy. Like, you didn't even look in the area I directed you to. So, I managed to get the line down, and I say, "Would you like me to show you where it is, ma'am?" And she said, "No, you need to describe it better." So, maybe she couldn't understand what I was saying. Apparently the complaint was that my accent was too strong, and she couldn't tell what I was saying. So I guess that makes sense now in the situation, because I was really confused about, how do you not know? And I'm talking about the very first aisle. So I slowed it down dramatically. "Go straight down there, ma'am, and then it'll be on your left side. It's an aisle right there with the soda at the end." And then she was like, "Thank you. Now I found it. You need to work on this better, because I'm a teacher, and a retired teacher." Like, she corrected herself later, and was like, "And so I know how you should direct people, and you're doing a very bad job at it." And then by this point, I'm thinking, this woman's crazy to begin with. So I'm like, "Yeah, ma'am, I used to teach 5th grade." I was being a little smart aleck, I'll admit to that, because it's like, How do you do better directions? But almost every time I said it, it was like practically word for word. So I don't understand how she said the last time was easier to understand. Because the other times I would point directly down the aisle too, and she'd walk off a different direction. So that wasn't the case. But then she was like, then you should know better by now. Shame on you. But then she kind of laughed it off like, I'm just messing with you. So I was like, okay, weird person. Like, okay. Because, so I kind of laughed too, but it's awkward, like, oh, yeah, okay, funny. Because we get people like that who think they're being really funny, and honestly, they're really, really, really either creepy or weird. And I just kind of laugh it off. And I never heard anything about that again. Didn't think she'd report or anything. She found what she needed. She laughed it off and left. But apparently she reported me for being foreign. That's actually how she described it in the report. That this foreign man, I can understand a word he's saying. You need to hire Americans. So, I guess the opinion now is, can you guys understand what I'm saying when I'm speaking like this? I know my voice isn't clear of all accents, but it sounds a little more neutral or perhaps even slightly southern because that is where I am currently. Is this considered a strong accent that a lot of Americans cannot understand? I have never had any trouble with other customers. However, this one reported me for it. I have not been pulled aside to talk to my boss about this. My coworker just mentioned to me that the customer said she reported me, and that was a description given. I don't know if she officially reported me or not, but she described me and used those words to describe the situation. I have not been written up as far as I know, though I've also not been in contact with my boss in a long time because we do not work the same shift. So I don't think he would take her side, but I also think it's really strange because I've never had anyone tell me they could not understand my accent. In fact, when I tell people that I naturally have an accent and I'm hiding it currently, they don't believe me. When I tell people that my parents are not from this country, they do not believe me because they say you sound so American. I'm sorry that I had to pause so much thinking what I'm saying. But yeah, other than talking slow, I can't think of much issue with that one. And to be fair, I kind of talk slow a bit in this accent as well, because I have to, think of what I'm saying. I'm not reading a script like some other YouTubers. I don't plan things out. I don't practice them. I literally just turn on my phone and record in my bedroom with my cats. So that's that situation. Kind of weird. Also, in good news, my partner is going to be visiting from Massachusetts, closest that I can do to pronouncing it, up north. They're going to be visiting. Maybe we'll make a video together. Probably not, but we'll at least do a picture together. So you can be looking forward to that. Haven't seen them in, jeez, I think it's been almost 2 years now. It's been a long time. So that'd be cool. It's 4 a.m. I don't know why I'm tired. But I guess I should be getting to sleep. Also, if anyone knows any cheats or something to get rid of sores in your mouth, I would love to know them. Right now, I have like 6 sores all around this area, and it hurts like crazy. I think they're from me biting them or something or whatever, They're probably I get them all the time, but not usually this many in the same area. No, I don't have any STDs or anything like that, or STIs. Don't worry about that. It's just bite marks, but mostly from me chewing on my piercing, I think is what it is. Because this piercing's broken, it's split down the middle, but I'm still waiting for my other ones in the mail. And it's like the only skin tone ones I have left, and I have to wear them for work. So that's why it's like that. But if there's any way to heal it faster, I've been doing Listerine, mouthwash. I've done teas, gargling salt water. I've had them now for about a week, and they're not as bad as they originally were. Yes, I'll give it that, but it still kind of hurts. Like, It doesn't show very well on my camera. But it's just regular sores, cold sores kind of thing. I know there's cold sore medicine, but it's kind of expensive. So, is it really worth it? I don't know, because I feel like I'd only use like a dot, and then the rest of the tube's like, what do you do with it? I don't know why I'm so tired. It's only 4. I'm usually up till 7. I was up a little early today, but because I was supposed to wake up at 10, and then I fell back asleep. I woke up again at noon, so that was a terrifying thing. And then I had my shot today, so I'm sure that helped a lot with the tiredness, I guess. I don't know. I'm stressed about money. That's probably why. My GoFundMe is still up. My t-shirts and bags and mugs, they should all still be up for sale as well. My merch. Let's see. Twitter's still up. You guys can always talk to me there, friend me, send me memes. I don't care. I haven't even received hate yet on my Twitter, which makes me think that maybe no one knows about it. So I have more followers on my Twitter than I do on YouTube. So I think there's just random people following me, which would be interesting, but oh, Jesus. Alright, well, I guess my body wants to go to sleep now. So I'm gonna cut off there. But weird situation, cold sore stuff, partner visiting. That's about it, sums it up for you guys. TFCom signing off.